What is aligned with source does not need to be forced. If you have to force something, does that really mean that it's meant to be? Forcing something to make it happen really means that it's not meant to happen. But as human being, we tend to force to fix something that we really want. And that drives comes from our ego. It doesn't come from our soul. It's very ego driven. Ego wants to get it now. It wants to fix it. It sees everything as a problem that needs to be fixed. But soul doesn't need to. It just flows. It allows things to just exist as they are. It surrenders to what is. So if you find yourself consistently forcing a relationship, forcing a success, forcing a job, forcing making money, then you have to be very aware that forcing something does not lead to your success. It actually just means that you do not believe from within that you are able to have it without trying. If you did believe that you can have it without trying, then why would you force it? You are only forcing because your ego wants to solve this problem. But is it actually a problem? Not having something, is that actually a problem? Not having a relationship or a person that you really want, that you have to force it, that you have to make it happen, that you have to try so hard. Is that actually meant to happen? Is that a problem that you need to fix? Do you have the control to fix that? And in most cases, the answer is no. Because if that relationship really meant to happen, if that person really want to be in your life, if that job really meant for you and it is your purpose and your path, then you don't need to force it. It aligns, and everything that aligns, it's effortless. It doesn't need to happen. It happens. When you have to consistently be in that state of struggle, of trying hard, of fixing, of forcing, then you will find yourself in so much resistance with what you want because it feels like hard work. And if it's not happening, then it's stressful. It tires you out. It makes you even more exhausted. It makes you feel less worthy because you want to have that specific thing that is not happening. That creates a lot of resistance. And when there is so much resistance, what happens? It breaks. It breaks down. Doesn't matter what that is. Any relationship, if you force it, is not gonna work because forcing energy is desperate, desperately wanting to get something. And when you are desperate to get something, that already speaks lack. That already speaks you don't have it. That already speaks that it's not aligned. That already speaks that you are running from an ego. An ego always wants to fix things. If you allow your ego to not fix anything, it will find a problem somewhere else and it wants to solve that problem. Constantly trying to be in that loop of solving. I used to be in that loop. I want to fix people. I want to fix my home. I want to fix myself. I want to solve. I want to solve everything. And then I will be happy. Once everything is solved, then I can relax. But that never happened because I was in that loop. I was fixing and finding more problem to fix. The more problem I was fixing, the more problem were coming. Because I was in the energy of being desperate to fix. And my focus was fixing. My focus was not happiness. My focus was not joy. My focus was not relax. My focus was let's solve this problem. When we run from that place, we find ourselves exhausted, drained, stressed, and in pain. When we keep pushing something consistently, it just means it's not natural. Because when something is natural, it doesn't need that force, that hard work. It happens, it flows, it just feels natural, right? Anything natural you don't have to force. Tree grows, right? Sun comes out every day. Day and night happens every day, naturally. It all happens naturally. Nothing, no force needed. We don't have to try to grow a tree. Tree grows. We don't have to fix something to grow a tree. You just plant some seeds and it grows. That's a natural process. We don't have to try to have daylight and night. We don't have to try all of that. That happens. That's nature. Nature just flows. And we are part of nature. As human beings, we are part of this nature. So if we are part of this nature, what do we have to fix? We are learning, we are growing, we are aligning, and we will naturally do that. The only pain when it comes to us is when we try to solve a problem that doesn't even exist, or even if it does exist, it needs to naturally find its balance. It has to happen naturally. You cannot fix and sort it. That's a very ego-driven process. Anything that is misaligned with source energy, that requires force. Anything that is aligned with source energy, it flows. If you want abundance of money and you want love, the first step is to recognize you are abundant and you are love. You don't have to force that. But your past trauma, your emotions, your past experiences, that stops you moving from soul and it stops you from being aligned because you are thinking from your head. You are thinking from your past experiences that has been challenging and difficult and you suffered. So when you suffered, you are taking that information to run your today. And that requires you to work hard. If you believe that having love is hard work, then you will work hard to get love. Because as a child, you maybe didn't get the love you really needed. Maybe you were neglected as a child and you had to work hard to get love. So now you believe that this is the way to get love. Work really hard and fix people and solve the problems to get what you want. So your ego thinks this is the only way to get love. But if you go deeper, your soul knows that it doesn't need to get love. It is loved. It is accepted. It is abundantly rich in love. But our unhealed emotions can come in the way to recognize that, we are loved regardless. And this is why it is important to really learn how your emotions can play, why you feel exhausted, why you feel drained, why you are burnt out. And by the way, I have a free masterclass, which I'm going to link it below for you if you want to check it out, which talks about emotions and how emotions can play with your life in a negative way and how to overcome these feelings. So check out that masterclass. It's absolutely free and I will link it below for you so that you understand how your emotions can really come in the way of you being aligned to your true self. So the art of not forcing really comes from knowing, trusting, and believing. Trusting that you are worthy of love and abundance, and knowing that you are already loved and abundant. You don't have to force anything that you already are. Knowing that people who are yours will be yours and they will love you. Learning to stop finding love in people who don't even love themselves. Learning to stop fixing those toxic people who don't see worth in you because they don't feel worthy themselves. You don't have to fix them or their perception of you to feel worthy. You have to work on fixing your self belief that you are already worthy, so that you move your direction and focus on people who see the worth in you because you believe that you are worthy. We don't need to fix people who don't see the worth and the love. We need to shift our perception and shift our focus towards knowing that we are worthy, knowing that we are loved, and then attracting those people who see that. The trap is when you want that toxic person to see your worth. That's how you know that you need to heal your emotions, heal your inner self. Because if you have to keep trying to fix that one person who does not see worth in you, and you want that person to love you, you want that person to make you feel worthy, that is a sign that you are unhealed and you need to work on yourself to heal these feelings, because that force comes from unhealed place. It comes from damaged ego. It comes from unhealthy place. When you know that you are aligned, you are loved, you are worthy, you shine the light, it just effortless, it flows. It does not need anything. You just have to be in that energy, walk, talk, believe, trust, move, know. And people who resonate with that energy will be attracted. They would love that. They will feel it. They will see it. So you don't have to fix anything. You're not here to fix or force anything. You are here to be aligned, to trust, to believe your worth and your abundance, which you already have. It's about unlearning what you have learned, which never worked. Unlearning those beliefs, unlearning those feelings, unlearning those doubts, those fears, and being aligned to the truth. That's what will make you magical. Being in this energy of effortless flow, right? That is magical, and you don't have to force it. It aligns, it speaks because you know who you are. And it's all about unlearning the lies and being aligned to the truth. So I hope you found this video useful. And before I end, I wanted to mention that if you are looking for instant emotional healing, you are going through challenges, you're going through difficulty, and you're looking for that help, that support, and want to get that healing to release these negative feelings and emotions which has come in your way to becoming your true highest version, then I have an amazing news for you that I have never offered before, is that I'm doing now sessions and heavily discounted sessions now. So if you want to book a session with me directly, you can go into the link below to book an instant emotional healing session with me, and we can work through what is holding you back in that one session. So check it out below and like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And this is the next video you should watch, which is about how to manage difficult relationships.